Hello, you lovely bunch of English-speaking people out there, and you 56 subscribers. It's raining. It hasn't been raining for ages, so it's a joyous occasion. Okay, so we're not quite getting to 1 million so quickly. I might have been a little bit ambitious, but the fact that we passed 50 is just incredible. So I'm really, really pleased. So if you like these tutorials, please subscribe if you haven't already. See us till the end. Right, today, very, very quickly, we're going to be looking at how to make a basic tomato sauce from zero. Obviously you need the tomatoes, okay? How to do it very, very quickly, and you know how to go on from there if you then want to make a sauce, an arrabbiata sauce or something else. Okay, so let's go in. Okay, so we're here now. We're here in Savignano, not up in my my hometown. Just coming to get some tomatoes, and I'll just show you this this grocery store because it's absolutely exceptional. Okay, so here we are. We've got fiori di zucca. If you haven't seen it, have a look at the last video. We've got all different sorts of things. And ciao. Okay,
ciao.
we got tomatoes, we got fruit, vegetables, whatever you want. It's all here. Ok, allora ciao. Ok, quindi io devo fare un sugo di pomodoro e avrò bisogno anche di un po' di consigli. Ok.
Pomodoro più la salsa, diciamo questo.
Ok, e come si chiamano questi qui?
Roma.
Roma, pomodori di, okay, so these are the types of tomato that generally speaking made for a tomato based, yeah, okay, they're called Roma, okay, right.
Piccadini o vesuviano, quello piccolo.
Okay, questo qui, okay, right, so those are called Piccadilly, quite possibly, yeah, okay. Right.
Grappolo.
Okay.
Grappolo, pomodoro, grappolo.
And I think
grappolo.
so. These I think are the usual ones. Okay, perfect. Right. Quindi facciamo quei tre. Qualcos'altro? Okay. Okay. So these are the date types. Okay. And different coloured ones. Right. So we've finished here.
Tutti pomodorini di Savignano sul Rubicone.
Okay, so these are all tomatoes from Savignano. So we've got, and it's 4 kilos, 4 kg in totale. Quindi the total from the Rome ones and all this, we've got about 4 kilos. So we'll see what comes out in the end. Okay. Okay, all right. So we've got the tomatoes from the greengrocer's store. We've got a pan to cook them in. Now all we've got to do is just start cutting them. Before we do that, we've got to put on the pinny, okay? Okay, right, so here we go. Right, quick cut. Like that, 1. Like that, 2, 3, and on we go. Okay. Righto, so we've got the pan there, put it on the go, top on. It's the steam, I think, that makes the most difference, and we'll leave it there for about 10 minutes. Okay, so back we've got now warm water. I left it to cool down. In the meantime, I went to collect my son, I went to do this, do that. So we're now ready to go. So basically what we've got to do is just literally peel them, okay? So you grab the skin from the opening that you cut and you pull it off, mop the skin in the other pan or wherever, and that's what it should look like there. We'll just carry on with that. Now I'm going to take as much as I can off of all of them, and I believe that the little ones get a little bit more difficult, so we might have to find another way out. Okay, leave that. Okay, so they said it was quite difficult to actually peel these little tiny ones, which yeah, if you do it the normal way, it is quite difficult, and some of them are genuinely difficult. But if you do it, I've just understood that if you grab the back part of where it's been cut, and you squash it together, you can get the whole thing off in one. Okay, so you can even just grab it like that, take it off, whack it in there. Okay, so that's it. Basically, that's them all done. Right, so we're almost there. We've got now an onion. Okay, we've got a little bit of celery. We've got 2 carrots, obviously a peeler, and a knife. Now, the idea behind this is your knife has to be pretty sharp to get going, to make it quick as well. So we'll first start off with preparation of the onion. get a sharp knife is because you're going to have to dice them pretty well. So the way to do it, if you don't know, apart from having a sharp knife, you want to put your finger just before where you're going to cut it, okay? And you want to put this part of your finger against the knife, okay? And the other part of your finger just slightly further back. What will happen? Okay, you should be able to cut it fairly quickly. Okay, put it there. So, a quick look at the pans. I've got one which I'm going to use, and this pan is just slightly thicker than the rest. It's not too heavy, it's all in aluminium, got a good anti-stick side to it. And this one I'm not going to use because it's actually quite light, and the difference between this and anyone else is that, and this other one, sorry, is that it's quite thin. So what you have to do, you really have to stay on it to keep it moving around. So it's always better to get just a slightly heavy one, unless you're going to stick with it and stay with it to mix it around. If not, you might find it'll start burning, even if it is anti-stick. It's quite difficult to carry on using. So I'm going to go for this one. So I'm going to use an olive oil, just an ordinary olive oil. Obviously it comes from Italy. I'm going to put in a good amount. Okay, I'll show you exactly how much I'm putting in there. Okay. So the bottom of it has got a couple of millimeters of oil, maybe a little bit more. Pop it on the boil. Stove. And wait until it starts to get heated up. Then I'm going to get my soffritto, which is called in Italian. Okay, so I've got all these pieces, and I'm going to start to pour it in. And before I would have done it one by one on that blue board, so it would have been a little bit easier, and just to show you everything goes in. Okay, right. You've got to keep a good heat up. If you keep a good heat up, it'll be quite easy to turn over. If the heat goes down a bit, it tends to not turn over quite so easily. Again, not a chef, but I found my method to do it. And basically what you want to do is you want to push it forward and catch it again, okay? So you just basically push it forward at a slight angle and flip it up at the end, and what happens is it tends to come back and you shouldn't lose anything. It takes a little bit of practice, but yeah, if you haven't already done it, probably most of you have, but if you haven't, it literally is just picking it up and putting it back over, okay? And obviously turn it around a little bit and put it in. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. Now it's good, you're going to wait until the onion is a golden brown. When it becomes a golden brown, basically that part of the cooking is done, and then we'll add the garlic. Right, so now we've got a golden brown, and it's time to add the tomatoes. Okay, so adding the tomatoes. I don't want to put a cover on it. I might put an anti-splash cover, but now basically we've got to leave it for more or less 20 minutes to get it really dense. Right, we're here 20 minutes into the simmering. We're going to now add a bit of pepper and a bit of salt. Quite a bit of salt needs to go in. It's quite sweet. As you can see, you can't see totally, but it's still quite runny. I can see quite a big difference, but it's still not ready. So I think we're probably on for another 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, another 10 minutes passed. It's all basically breaking apart now. I think I could probably leave it for another 5 minutes and it's probably better. In actual fact, I'm pretty okay with it now, and I'm pretty okay with it a little bit liquidy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the easy way out. I'm just going to use a prawn, okay, and liquidize a little bit. Obviously, at this point again, you can use a proper liquidizer, and it all depends on whether you want it just a real creamy sauce or whether you still want a few bits in there and make it a little bit interesting. I'm always in for a little bit interesting, so I'm going to do it with this. Okay. Denseness of it. Ah, really good, really good. Still a little bit sweet maybe, but that's all right. Now I'll put it into some jars, whack it down in the freezer, and then when I've got some pasta on the go, I'll probably taste it all there and then. Again, if you want it arrabbiata, all it takes is just putting in a few chili peppers or something like that. If you want to make it a little bit more interesting, get some black olives and whack them in as well. Then otherwise there's just loads of stuff that you can do with this basic tomato sauce. If it needs picking up a little bit, generally speaking, you'll need just to put a little bit more salt in if it's a little bit bland. Okay, that's it. Right. If you enjoyed this boring video, I'm really sorry it's very, very boring, but it's a bit of a long process. Please subscribe and I'll show you obviously how we can go on and make other types of pasta and even risotto if that's something that somebody would want to see. Okay, so press on that subscribe button and I'll see you on the next time. Ciao!